Okay? So student parent apathy, background knowledge, not covering all the standards. Why is that happening? Why aren't we covering all the standards? Why, this right here is something, do we have control over that? Student parent apathy, do we have control over that? Okay, so let's talk about the things we have control over. Why are we not covering the standards? Why is there a lack of background knowledge?
Not sticking to the pacing guide.
Do what now?
Not sticking to the pacing guide.
All right, not sticking to the pacing guide. What else? Why are we covering the standards? Why aren't we giving enough background knowledge?
Is it because we may not be analyzing the standard like we need to be?
That, whatever, yeah, this is just, there's no right or wrong. This is just kind of why. So what we're doing is we're just talking about the causes, what we think the causes are for this right here. Is what we're talking about. We're just doing a 5 why. And that's why number 2, right?
Would that first one count?
Yeah, that's the factor.
1.
And then
That'd be
this
3.
is why it's not happening.
Mhm.
And then this is why this is not happening. So we're on number 4. All right, so why are we not sticking to the pacing guides? Why are we not analyzing the standards? Why? Why are we not doing that?
Trying to make sure all the kids are understand the concepts 100%, so it's causing us to spend a lot more time on a particular standard than we need to be.
Okay.
Remediation,
Yeah.
Time remediation.
What else? Is that it? We're spending too much time remediating, that's why we can't cover the standards? Is that it? That's why we can't cover the standards, because we're not. Are we following the blueprint? Are we teaching standards that we should not cover because we've always been teaching? Have we looked at our standards and see which ones we can weed out? Because the blueprint specifically states the standards. So could it be we're not following the blueprint? And we're covering standards that we shouldn't even cover. Now, as far as the remediation, are we not doing our formative assessments? So we spend a lot of time, if we spend a lot of time, well, actually, that's the next why. Okay? All right, so why, the last why are we spending too much time making sure all students understand? Why are we not following the blueprint or covering the standards like we should be? Actually, this probably should be under that
On
one.
that one. The last one.
Yes, ma'am. So why is that happening?
Well, Dr. Gray, I can speak for biology.
Okay.
This year I have 9th grade and 10th grade honors biology classes, and I noticed there was a disconnect between my 9th graders and my 10th graders.
Okay.
And then what I did was, I kept wondering, okay, why does my 9th graders know all the different functions of the different organelles, and my 10th graders did not. I traced it back because they had different teachers in that 7th grade life science class.
Okay. So, lack of, what would that be, a lack of preparation?
That's what
What
I
would that be?
consider.
How would you,
That's what I consider.
Would that be
background.
prior knowledge?
I guess
Yes.
prior knowledge, okay, lack of prior knowledge?
So we spent a lot of time on the cells and their, the cell organelles because our 10th graders did not understand the different functions of those organelles.
Okay. Which is critical to,
Yes.
now, do we have control over that?
What about, like, seeing when they, like, you do formative or whatever, and you see the lesson, like, not changing your instructional strategy when how you're teaching is not getting through to the kid, like, not being willing to change the instructional strategies.
So the teacher before us, like you said, this happened in the 9th grade?
Yeah, you can tell the difference between 9th grade and 10th grade.
So some of this, they didn't get in the 9th grade or the 8th
The
grade?
7th grade.
The 7th
life
grade.
science class.
In life science. So do we have control over that? We do? So we need to do more vertical teaming? But still in vertical teaming, do we have control over whether they gonna do it or not? So that's probably,
Suggestion.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, that's a suggestion. So we probably don't have control over that, okay? All right, so the spending too much time making sure our students understand, not following blueprint, covering the standards we should be, lack of prior knowledge, looking at right formative assessments too. And just real quick before the bell rings, this is what I'm taking you through is just a performance analysis where you identify the problem and then you go to the 5 whys as to reasons you come up. What are the root causes? This is just a brief, we did this in basically 10 minutes, okay? But this is a brief thing, and this is something you can do with your departments. If y'all see that there's an issue, you need to do a performance analysis, and I'll send you the worksheet that lines all this up. And then you need to, whether it's the 5 whys or whether it's a fishbone or whatever, and this is how you do a root cause analysis. And then when you be honest with what you think the problems is, then it gives you kind of an idea of what the root cause is and why the issue is what it is, okay? So that's just some training that I'm going through that I'll be sharing with you all, and hopefully we can turn these meetings into just not business meetings, but something, that will apply to us academically in order to move the school forward. Common assessments, and especially in my core courses, do we all do common assessments?
Yes.
So all the tests for biology are the same,
Regardless if it's.
all the tests for math, science, social studies, and English, the light subject, are the assessments the same? All right, one thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you, I can't think of the name of it, I'll let you go. It's a rubric that the state has, and I can't think of the name of it. But basically, I'm gonna send it to you. It's for basically my core courses, algebra, science, social studies, and English. And for each subject area, that rubric tells you what these kids, what they should be able to do. All right, and what I want us to do is look at our assessments compared to that rubric, and then adjust our assessments. So when I want to, and I want you to look at the, what are the performances? I know it's early Monday. You have not did not meet, but you've got, the different titles of the rubric. Well, the highest one.
Oh, you talking about the,
Exceeds.
Yeah, exceeds, yeah. So you want to look at the highest one, which is above proficient. Well, it's distinguished. You want to look at the distinguished block, And you wanna you wanna look at your assessments, and you wanna see if it allows those students to meet what the distinguished blocks say that they can meet. And if it does not, then you need to adjust your assessments to meet that. And it's a rubric, and so it should be easy to figure. You just look at it, look at your assessments. If it ain't, you adjust your assessments to meet that. Okay? All right, thank you so much.